Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this tutorial. Really excited to do this one on chords. So what I thought today is I'd give you a basic rundown of how to do chords on bass, specifically the easiest possible way of doing chords, because you can come up with all sorts of complicated chord shapes, but I just want to show you some really simple ones that you can use to create a song similar to a guitarist might do, or a way that you can accompany a guitarist or really add some beef to a part of a song. So my tuning today is B, E, A, D, but it's standard fourth, so feel free to stay in standard tuning. Okay, so basically what we're going to be looking at today is major or minor chords. And I'm sure a lot of you know about this, but essentially what that means is you're looking at the third note in a scale. So if I have a scale, I'll just do a very basic scale. So there's my scale, 1, 2, that's the third note, okay? Now, if my third note sounds like this, that's a major chord, but if it's a half step lower, that's a minor chord. So this is the main shape right here that I'm sure you're familiar with seeing. Major, minor. So a chord will either be a major chord or a minor chord with either a major third, 1, 2, 3, or a minor third, okay? Along with that, you might have the fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll have the octave, which is the same note, but higher, okay? So a really simple way of making a chord is having the root note, which is the first note, the third, and the octave. So basically, if we just look at B, which is on a standard tune bass right here, there's my B, there's my major third, there's my octave. Okay, and if it was minor, it would look like that, okay? Major, minor, okay? So on any note on the fretboard, you can create these. You can create those types of chords, okay? So what I want to look at is some more open chords that you can use open strings with, because you know I love my open strings and my open tuning. So basically we're going to look at A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'm going to show you some different chords that you can do for those. The only two chords that you won't be able to use an open tuning for really are B and F. So that's why I showed you B first. Those are the easiest ways of making B major chords and B minor chords. Okay, so you're 14 on your A string, you're 13 on your D string, and then you're 16 on your G string. So that's the easiest way to make a B chord. And for an F chord, the easiest way again is keeping that same shape, but just come to F here, which is on your 8th fret. Or, okay, so but I don't want to focus too much on that. I want to focus on the other chords. So let's start with A. Let's start with the A chord. Okay, so here's your open A string when you're in regular tuning. And a simple way of creating just your open A string and then the 5th and the octave is just playing it like this, both fingers on the 2nd fret. You get a nice full sound, playing 3 of the strings right there. That's quite a nice chord. Now if you want to play a major chord, the easiest way of doing that is open A again, 2nd finger on the 7th fret of the D string, and then 1st finger on the 6th fret of the G string. Okay, so that's your major chord, and then your minor, again, you take that major third and you just move it up a half step, up a fret. And I've changed, you can try stretching like that with your index finger, but you can also change and have your 3rd finger on the A and then your 1st finger on that 5th fret of the G string. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. And now this translates an octave higher. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and it's just a nice way, we only need to fret 2 notes now. So before with this chord that I was showing you, the B, 1, 2, 3, we're having to press down 3 notes. So we have to think, you know, about 3 different notes, whilst here, we're only thinking about 2 really, is that A string is open. Okay, so there's A. B we talked about. Let's look at C, a really nice C chord that again you can do from this position here. You're gonna have your G string open, your index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Okay, so it looks like this. All right, so from low to high, 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the E string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the A string, 1st finger, 2nd fret of the D string, and then open G, and strum all of them. You can create a really nice C chord right there. Remember, we can move this down and play it an octave higher. Okay, so now we need to think, where's that major 3rd? Okay, which of those notes? Well, this is our C, 1, 2, 3. That note right there is making it major. That note right there. So if we want to make it minor, again, move it in that direction a half step. So now we have a minor C chord. Now that's quite a nice one. All right, so there's C. Let's move to D. There's a couple different ways of playing D. Here's your open D string. You can play the 2nd fret on the G string and then the 2nd fret on the E string, and then play all the strings. Okay, and that's a D right there. And it has a different sort of feel to it. My favorite D chord is probably this. All right, and that's 2nd finger on the 10th fret of the E string, 1st finger on the 9th fret of the A string, open D, and then your 4th finger on the 11th fret of the G string. So these are octaves right here. 1, 2, 3, major chord. And if we want to make it minor, 1, 2, 3, and then we have a minor D chord right there, which might be easier if you play it like this with your 3rd finger. So we have one chord there, which is sort of neutral. Could it be major or minor? No, this is a major D chord. And then we have or. All right, so those are our D chords. Now E is the best. I want to do a whole tutorial just on E because there's so many chords you can make using your open E string. But essentially, open E, 2nd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret. Again, you can see how my fingers are positioned. 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 1st finger. Move it down an octave. Okay, now if we want to be minor, we need to go back a fret, but there's no fret there, so open. Or, so now we could place it down. If you want Spanish sounding, just shift everything down a half step. Okay, there's so much we can do with E, but we'll leave it at that for now. That's our E. F we talked about. You sort of have to fret that one. Okay, G is quite a good one. 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Now our major 3rd on the 2nd fret of the A string. So 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Then open D and open G. So we're only fretting 2 notes, but we're getting four sounds by only fretting 2 notes. Okay? And if we want to make that minor, okay, something else we can do is like that. But what we can do, similar to like what we did for our D chord, is then have our pinky an octave higher than this 3rd. 1, 2, 3. There you go. It's a nice one right there. Strum, fret, then lift off. And get that low bass note as well. Harmonic in there. So that's our G. So now we just want to, now we want to put them together a little bit. So here's C, G, A minor, E minor, C, G, D, C, Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you enjoy playing around with these chords, these more open chords on bass. I think I want to do another tutorial on chords because there's so many more that you can do. You can have so much fun with chords on bass and open strings. And yeah, there's only 4 strings, but there's a lot of possibilities with this instrument. So let me know what you guys think of this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye.